I'm your host, Paul Ira, and we're here with the UNLV Solar Decathlon Team, Nasko and Adam. We've been talking products here and how these homes are built sustainable. We were just talking during break about the solar thermal and how you're using solar thermal in the house as well as solar PV photovoltaic. Tell us about the solar thermal usage.
Sure. So our team actually designed a modular building that integrates with this home, and it can also integrate with any other home, and we designed it to specifically mount our solar thermal system. So our solar thermal system generates hot water to be utilized within the home, so it can be utilized for showers, dishwasher, any kind of other faucets, and we have an on-demand hot water heater that can turn on as well and be as a backup. And then from there, the other main usage that we have it for is for radiant heating. So we have a radiant heating system throughout the home, as well as a radiant towel rack in the bathroom. And so that can supply heating as a primary source for the home, with our mini split heat pumps as a backup for heating up the rest of the home.
Yeah, and your mini split heat pumps had SEER 23 rating, which was impressive.
Wow.
They're really efficient.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, yeah.
So equipment efficiency is a pretty big deal here. It sounds like you've got all the appliances, the HVAC is all up to speed. We need to make sure that people understand that this fundraising is a big deal. What's your Facebook page so they could go there and contact you?
So our Facebook page is UNLV Solar Decathlon 2017, Team Las Vegas Solar Decathlon 2017. So feel free to follow us on there.
Okay.
And we post a lot of construction updates and articles that we write and so on. So.
And what are your educational backgrounds or career goals in education? What do you guys, are you engineers, architects, or professional students?
So I'm an undergraduate from the College of Engineering, and I'm going into my senior year, and I'm hoping to kind of continue a career path in solar and renewable energy kind of projects, research, so hoping to kind of take the experience from Solar Decathlon and being able to implement it in the future as well.
So you mechanical engineering?
Electrical.
Electrical?
Yeah, and I'm a graduate student in architecture, so I got my undergrad at UNLV in architecture as well.
Okay.
And I'm definitely going to continue forward as an architect one day, and definitely take into account the sun and environmental and passive strategies and renewable energy.
So you want to design sustainable homes or
Absolutely, yeah.
buildings or
Both.
cities? So are you guys both from Las Vegas?
I'm actually from Ethiopia, so I immigrated to Las Vegas in 1998 with my family. We won a visa lottery, and we were fortunate enough to be able to come to the U.S., and so we've been here ever since, and this has been my home since then.
Wow,
awesome.
you really
And,
shed that Ethiopian accent.
Thank you.
My family also won a visa lottery.
Really?
as well.
Wow,
Where are you
really?
from?
I'm from Bulgaria.
Are you?
Yeah, and we moved here a year after Adam in 1999.
Well, this is proof there's
That's
no
awesome.
accents in Las Vegas. Well, I appreciate your input today, gentlemen, and good luck on that home, and I hope you get a lot of people donating after the program today, and maybe some volunteers will show up. What is the actual location of where the home is being built?
So we're building on the Paradise campus at UNLV, which is on the corner of Swenson and Tropicana. So if you head east on Swenson and then go around the Paradise campus, you'll see our construction site in the back.
Okay, cool. Can people just drop in and help you out?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, and good luck out there. And now Stan Handel's going to give us a little update on some electric vehicle information. What's the latest there, Stan?
Yeah, last weekend was really eventful. A lot of things going on. On Friday night, we had Tesla was delivering the first 30 customers their Model 3 vehicle that they're starting to roll out on the production line now. So that was really exciting. And also trying to update on more of the specifications of the vehicles. So the base price vehicle, there's actually two different configurations. The base price vehicle for $35,000 basically can have a range of about 220 miles, and accelerate in 0 to 60 mile per hour within just 5.6 seconds, so pretty quick for a $35,000 car. There are some upgrade options you can get. There's also a second model that starts at $44,000, and that has an extended battery pack, so the range increases to 310 miles and also the acceleration increases too, from 5.6 seconds down to about 5.1, 5.2. So even faster with a bigger battery pack. Going back to the base model, if you pay $35,000, basically that gives you the standard vehicle in black color. So if you want any other color, there's an upgrade of $1,000.
Wasn't it Henry Ford who said you can have any color you want as long as it's black?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Yeah, so a lot of neat features inside, and then there are other upgrades. So the 9,000 for the extended battery pack. If you want premium features, special wheels, and upholstery, it's another $5,000. Basically, if you want to go with enhanced autopilot to have more of the safety features and also the self-driving features, that's another $5,000. And then eventually they're planning to do a fully autonomous self-driving package for an additional $3,000. So that's the one where you can basically take your hands off the steering wheel and let the car do all the driving and parking. So that's going to be interesting. It isn't available yet. It's a future thing that should come out in the next couple of years. But for Tesla, they're in a good position. They have like 500,000 deposits for $1,000 already set aside over the last year. So they have about a target 500,000 vehicles they need to build. If you were to apply or go online to reserve your Model 3 at this time, it would probably be about the end of the year next year before you would be able to get it. So their production ramp up and our factory in northern Nevada, the Gigafactory up there, will be making the battery packs for each of these cars. So they're hoping to make, they made about 50 this month in July, and then they're going into August, hope to make 100 vehicles, and then ramp up very quickly to about 20,000 vehicles a month coming out of the Fremont factory as well as from the Gigafactory. So that's a pretty tough objective to meet. In fact, during the presentation, Elon Musk was saying they're going to go through production hell for the next 6 months to get to those goals. So we wish them luck in achieving that. He also mentioned there's 10,000 parts, component parts within the Model 3, so any one of them could cause glitches along the way. So they're going to be challenged to meet that demand. But the good news is for the next year at least, they've got customers waiting to buy them. So that'll help with the ramp up, and eventually the goal of the company is to produce 500,000 plug-in electric vehicles every year, which would 500,000 every year. That would be really put them up with other automotive worldwide automotive companies as well. And so that was a neat rollout. The other neat thing that happened on Saturday and Sunday is the Formula E racing circuit finished up their competition. Formula E was started by the FIA, or sanctioned by the FIA, which also does Formula One competition. It's usually worldwide. A lot of it's done in Europe. But the neat thing with the Formula E competition, the very first announcements and rollouts were done here in Las Vegas during CES 2014, I think, or 2013. We're in the third season right now that just finished up, but they usually start in Hong Kong and China. There's events in Malaysia, in North America, South America, and in Europe. So this was the same thing happened this year, and more big car companies are starting to get involved. In the past, Renault and Audi have been involved, and in this year it came down to a really tight competition between the drivers, Lucas de Grassi racing for Audi and Sebastian Buemi racing for Renault, and basically it came down to the very last race to get the championship. So Audi, Lucas de Grassi won as a driver, but Renault got the team championship for the year, for this season. So next year we'll see even more companies jumping in. BMW, Volkswagen are getting involved as well in a big way. So it's becoming more and more like Formula One. You're seeing a lot of European, but the neat thing is you're also seeing a lot of teams from India and from China. So Mahindra team actually won one of the races, did really well, and they've been in it for 3 years now. So the India teams are doing well. China has Next EV, and they had Faraday Future. It was an actual racing team partnering with Dragon Racing Team, Jay Penske's team, to this year. So they were involved in it. Their drivers finished about the middle of the pack, but they're still trying to go, even though they're having financial problems. They tried to make the best of it and learn from the racing experience to try to improve their design. So all these teams, when they go in, basically there's certain parts of their Formula E racing cars, an open wheel car, that are fixed and set, but they can make design changes to a lot of the other features, the motors, the number of motors, the inverter electronics, the suspension. So next year is going to be exciting to see how that plays out again. But good progress in the EV world.
That is pretty exciting stuff, and we thank you for that, Stan. Thank you, gentlemen from UNLV, and this is Shades of Green, and we'll see you next week, or hear from you next week. Keep it green out there. This is your host, Paul Ira. Have a great week.